Greetings and welcome to Earth Angel Activities, where I will be doing a reading for you today. Let's go ahead and get into the reading. Thank you, God, so much for this message. Thank you for allowing us to hear your messages clearly. And thank you for allowing the viewer to understand in their spirit whatever message it is that you have for them. In your name, I thank you so much. So it is. Ashe. Of all my decks, I've been drawn to the animal deck. I'm thinking about how today I didn't set some seeds out, and there was a blue jay, and he was sitting on the spot where I usually put their seeds, and he was like yelling at me. Like, blue jays, their call reminds me so much of a hawk, but it's like so close, it's right in your face. It's not echoey like a hawk. And the only thing I remember thinking was, oh, like, okay, I'm gonna get you your seeds. Like, calm down, calm down, calm down. Jocelyn Hernandez voice. Conflict. The Five of Wands. Queen of Pentacles. And Balance. It's the Two of Wands. At the bottom of the deck, we have a dragonfly with the Eight of Wands. And the card says optimism, speed, and standing still. I'm getting the energy that somebody is experiencing a tremendous amount of emotional turmoil at this time. And that emotional turmoil is affecting your relationships with everything around you, from every aspect of your life. And that there is a call for you to have a sense of balance at this time. And when I'm getting balance, I'm actually seeing a girl just like lay down on her bed, like just collapse. Like, it's giving Princess Tiana. Remember when she was done working and she just collapsed onto the bed after a long day, right? Isn't that what yeah, it's got to be. And I'm seeing that energy of like letting some things go emotionally, letting some burdens down, and just resting, being more gentle with yourself. And everybody always says be gentle with yourself, but when it's actually happening, it's like the emotions are so strong. It feels like it goes on autopilot, like you just naturally respond to things the way that you usually do, right? Like, if you don't practice taking the time out to like how you're going to respond when certain feelings come up, then it's going to be an issue, and it actually does. That's when your first time to practice is going to be, like when it's showtime. And so I'm seeing that when you take this rest, right, this spiritual rest of just laying all the burdens down, just laying it down, and you actually rest, and I'm seeing you actually getting some sleep, actually getting some good sleep, some sound sleep, like the type of sleep that you prepare for. Like, you get yourself ready for sleep. It's like you get everything nice, clean, you clean, the bed's clean, the floor is clean, like everything is just relaxed. And I'm seeing you taking the time to actually, and I think this energy came out before, where I was seeing somebody incorporating an actual bedtime routine. But when you wake up from this sleep, it's a renewal of spirit. You feel so fresh. Your thoughts are clear. Your body feels good. And it's like somebody hit the play button where it's been on pause for a while. I'm seeing swoops in and out of that same energy. Like it's almost on a loop of being in conflict with yourself. And what is this conflict about, God? What is this conflict about? It's about family. It's about work. It's about destiny. It's about doing what you love. It's about the Eight of Wands again, clarifying this family and work dreams. It's something that you really want to do, but you haven't done it yet, and it's because you're waiting on the approval of someone. This could be, I'm getting the main things I'm getting that this is about your religion. Like it seems like you want to change your religion. You want to change the way you do life, just like altogether. Like it could be something like veganism. But I'm really getting this religion thing strongly, like considering changing your religion. And I'm also getting like it's this thing that some of you, it may be that it's something that you really want to do, like start a business or something. It's like your dream, something that it's like your dream, whatever that thing is, whatever dream it is that you have that you want to accomplish, and just trying to figure out how to start. And the Sun. So is this, I'm seeing the Seven of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So what, please clarify this, God. What is the message for the viewer? I'm getting self-sabotage. Okay, so with the Page of Cups, the Five of Pentacles, and the Devil coming out, there is an energy around disbelief around a love situation. Is it a love situation or is it a self-treatment situation? This is the Seven of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. So this conflict, energy of lack around, is really truly around the energy of this dream. It's around this dream. It's about changing your life altogether. It can entail layers of things. And I'm seeing that at this moment you're going through a spiritual awakening. And it's almost like, how many awakenings do I really got to go through? Like, I really already done this. I really already been through this type of energy before. Like, why is it here again? And I'm hearing my spiritual team say, do it again. And when they say do it again, I be kind of annoyed, low key. They know me. It's all good, really. They know I'm thankful, because like the energy of do it again, it becomes that mindset where you're understanding, like, I have to go through these things. The reason why things just seem to be on a loop or a pattern is because I haven't practiced how to respond to these things. I haven't truly healed. I haven't truly dealt with something. So it's like a big call to meditate and to practice. And it's this feeling that we get in our soul when we've come to the correct answer, the correct way to handle certain things. It's this sensation where we relax. We don't walk away from the energy tense. We feel better about the way we are choosing to see certain things. So, for instance, if you're thinking about something and you feel yourself getting real hyped up, right? And you settle on something and you know it's kind of not what you would usually do as far as harmony and peace and forgiveness, right? It's not something you would normally do. Then it means that it's probably time to make a huge change in that relationship. Okay? And so one thing I've learned about when we're making these decisions in our mind on how to handle something, how to treat someone, how to treat ourselves, how to settle something, like that's the energy I'm leaving it on. If there's any part of your body that feels hard, and for the empaths, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If there's any part in your body that feels hard when you've made that decision, then you have to realize that that might not be the best decision. And this comes strongly when it comes to like cutting people off, because my cutoff game is super strong. Like, I don't play. And usually when I cut someone off, it's because our communication has come to this space where we're hitting a wall. I care more about the state of our relationship than you do. And because I care more about the state of our relationship than you do, this relationship being in this state is hurting me. It's costing me. So I have to cut it off. I have to cut it now. Like, that's the only time I cut people out, is when I realize that the relationship is costing me. And see, when you cut people off, when you decide like this is the time that I'm going to cut them off, it has to be like, you have to look at yourself and go in your mind and think like, is this relationship, if I stay connected to this person, how am I going to feel every day? How am I going to feel? How am I going to be affected spiritually? You know? And pray. Definitely pray. Always pray before you cut somebody off. Don't just cut them off, because it can always be something deeper of what's going on. But, you know, my toes are being stepped on a little bit in this section of the reading, because when I get tired of someone hurting me, you know, not listening to me, I cut them off. So what do you want us to do with that guy? Like, when it hurts so bad, you know, when it hurts so bad, we want to cut them off. What do you want us to do? Quality craftsmanship, mastery. Mastery of what exactly? That's what I want to know. Mastery of what? We see the Ace of Wands, the Emperor rising above, okay? The Star, healing hopes. Ambition is a good servant, but a bad master. Shake the dust from... Okay, let me tell y'all really how I'm hearing it, okay? Let me put this back so you can understand. I'm going to put it in plain language instead of card language. Okay, so what I'm hearing is quality craftsmanship. Give it your all. Make sure that everything you do involves me, the highest, the most high God, the divine mother, the source. Love, okay? No matter what you do, make sure that everything you do involves me. Love. Make sure that even if they reject you, you're not going to them because you need anything back from them in return. You're going to them to state your case soundly because you care. You're offering a very vulnerable piece of yourself, okay? The Emperor. Keep your crown on, though. Don't bow too low. I'm serious, because some people, I'm seeing a horse kicking a person in the face. Like, don't bow too low, because sometimes God will harden people's hearts against you so that you don't feel like that is a person that you actually need to be fighting to keep in your life, right? Because some people are sent to be distractions, while some people are sent for us to help one another. Okay? And it's going to take your highest mind with your crown, okay, as the emperor, the mighty, mighty emperor that you are, right? You have to make sure that you keep your crown on at all times. So don't bow too low. You extend that olive branch. You extend vulnerability, right? But when you do extend this vulnerability, you're doing it for the Most High. You're doing it for that person, for the divine. You're being about your earth angel activities. And there is healing. There's healing. Once you've released that, once you said what you need to say, right? Once you say what you need to say, then you're going to receive the healing. And it's not based upon what that person says, whether they say something or not, whether they give you a F you or a kiss you. Whatever they do, you're going to be in a mindset where you understand that, you know what? Okay, I have done my part. I feel good. I've been of service to the Most High. Because with ambition is a good servant, but a bad master. Don't be nobody's fool. Don't you be nobody's doormat. You know, you can try to do something. If you have a group of 10 people and they have a goal of doing something together, and they have an idea, they already know what that thing is that they've come together to do. If it doesn't happen, if you don't see any growth, matter of fact, you see some minuses, you know what it is. Those people are not on the same page. And you can't be ambitious and have goals. You can't set goals expecting somebody else to comply with making those goals actually come true and manifest if they are not on your same page. If they don't want what you want. And it's cool if they don't want what you want, because, baby, shake the dust from under your feet. You get that? Like, you've done your part. Now you got to burn the road up. You had the best of intentions with this Knight of Swords. You had the best of intentions. It literally says that. And you land on your feet. Why? Because you were about your earth angel activities, and you made sure that the decision that you made, it came from the Most High God. Because sometimes you have to cut people off because they are draining you. They're playing this back and forth game. And sometimes you're just not important enough to them. They don't recognize how much you care. And even if they do recognize how much you care, they don't. Okay, so sometimes you have to make sure that your cutoff game is strong. And then last but not least, Two of Pentacles, which is back with what? Balance. Okay, so we got balance. We got balance here. And go with the flow. Have fun. And with this flamingo, it's really giving me this energy of, you know, mind what you consume. Mind what you consume, because what you consume is going to show all over you, just like this color pink that this bird has been consuming. Okay, like I'm getting the energy of somebody who goes along with the crowd just to fit in. Like, you have your own mind, you have your own thoughts. I'm seeing like a group of people gossiping and laughing, and you don't think it's funny, and the conversation is not anything that you really want to be involved in, but you go along with the energy just because you don't want to be the outcast, right? And I'm seeing that that's something that you need to work on as well, and that's an energy that you need to separate yourself, cut yourself from, and go through these steps to do it, because that's going back to this conflict that we got in the very beginning. You know, be your conflict between yourself or between you and another, or you in a situation or circumstance. Go through these steps and make sure that you are handling every situation with what would the Most High God do This person that I see as my enemy, can I extend them enough compassion to treat them in a way that the Most High God would treat their child, because that's their child, right? What can I do? In what ways is the Holy Spirit asking me to humble myself? How hard is it? How many tears am I going to have to cry to understand this lesson? How many times am I going to have to allow my ego to die to itself, right? So that I can love my fellow brother. And some people, like I said, don't forget, like, the reason why I'm a shadow worker and an earth angel is because I understand this now. My cutoff game is so strong now, because sometimes I look at things as if I am carrying with me something very precious, like a diamond or something. But that's my soul, actually. You know, if the people that I'm interacting with change in any way, or let me say contaminate, that's a better word. If they contaminate my energy in any way, and they bring me to a position where I'm constantly having to, you know, waste the time that I can be in meditation with God, with fighting and, you know, explaining and pleading and stuff like that, that really brings my energy down. And I'm not able to be of my earth angel activities when those types of circumstances are happening. And so it's important to know, like, my duty is this, you know. Sometimes our duty is to go through these ups and downs and these woes and fro's with certain individuals for a time in our life, just so we can receive a soul wound. Because as earth angels, one of our gifts and many talents is to heal the soul, those soul wounds. So in order for us to be able to help others with the healing of that wound, we have to first heal our own. And we have to feel the pain, and we have to feel the pushes and pulls of the emotions. You know, we have to ride those waves. We have to feel those lows. Really low times for a lot of earth angels. We've had times where we especially felt like ostracized from everybody else. But we had to have those moments, because those moments are truly the moments that help us to become the light, right? So light workers and shadow workers, either one, whichever way when you understand yourself to be, you have to understand that if you are a good one, you understand, or let me say, if you are a skilled light worker or shadow worker, then you understand both the light and the dark. Okay? And hopefully you choose to bring those skills, okay, to the side where we want the best for all. We're trying to move in love. You know, we want to give grace because we want to receive grace. We're not perfect. We're earth angels, but we are definitely not perfect. And I think that when we get into those rhythms of feeling like maybe we are perfect or should be perfect, then we can't see it. That's so dangerous, right? We can't see it. That we get into this spiritual narcissism. And this message isn't for all, but for some. I'm seeing that some people are just so excited about their awakening, and they're new in their awakening, and they have just come to this space within the last 5 years or so, and they're just on fire for their new frame of mind, and they want to set everybody else free. But when you do that, it can get very pushy. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like when them people in the parking lot with them pamphlets. Okay? You don't want to do that. You want to lead by example. You want your light to shine. You want to attract with your light, right? And when people come asking questions about why you shine so bright, then you just want to start dropping them little gems every now and then. You know what I'm saying? keep them coming back for more. You don't want to run them away. Again, with more conflict energy, because this is the warrior spirit. I don't know how to say that. How do you pronounce that? Cassowary? Cassowary?
Cassowary.
Oh yeah, cassowary. Okay, so I got that. Okay, good. So cassowary, that's what it is. This bird right here, every time I see this bird, I always think about its claws, like how big its claws are and how much of a fighter it could be. And I want to say that the book said that it would it would jump up and claw people like with those big giant feet, but I can't remember. Let me see. Cassowaries are known for many things, including their dinosaur-like feathers, their ability to run and jump, and their reputation and their reputation as the world's most dangerous bird. Oh my goodness. Wow. Oh, and they're primary fruit eaters. They are primarily fruit eaters. So that goes back to that person who is thinking about, you know, their back and forth between veganism. Okay. So marking territory, impenetrable defense, caution. This is the armadillo, the cassowary, and this little Tasmanian devil god. There is a lot of conflict on this table. I don't want to take over the reading with assuming anything. You know, please clarify these cards so that the message is clear for the viewer. If you're still here, this is pretty much a personal reading at this point. Because I really want to understand this conflict. Like, what do you really want to say to the viewer about the conflict? What is this conflict really truly about, God? For the viewer that you want this message to be for. Pentacles again. Pentacles, a page of pentacles, 9 of swords, the world card, again, I've seen it twice, the star, I've seen it twice, and then the 5 of swords. Didn't we see the 5 of swords? No, am I tripping? Yeah, maybe. I saw the 7 of swords. Okay. Can't really get much more clear than this. Somebody is worried about a living situation and their money and feeling as if, you know, something is coming to an end. Maybe you are pregnant. Let me see, because I just saw the Empress card. Again, with this 5 of Wands, more conflict energy. The 8 of Wands. Is this over a romantic relationship? Or is this is straight finances? I'm seeing some ideas coming in, though. I'm seeing some ideas coming in because I just saw the 6 of Wands. And for whoever that is thinking about doing something illegal or something that you will regret on your morals. I just saw the Devil card. And now I'm seeing this prayer card. Like, if you're thinking of doing something, like maybe you're thinking of getting yourself into a relationship, or maybe you're thinking of selling something, maybe you're thinking of getting, you know, just if you feel, because I got the Ace of Swords now. If you feel like what you're doing is something that you really don't want to do, again with the Empress card, then don't do it, okay? Don't do it. The wheels are turning. They're turning kind of slow. And somebody is really fed up because people keep asking them for money. But I'm hearing my spiritual team. My spiritual team can be kind of ruthless. I'm hearing my spiritual team say, and you keep giving it to them. If you will learn to say no, this is a conflict that somebody is having, a serious conflict that someone is engaging in on having to set healthy boundaries, be it about money or your energy or time. You need to rest. Again, with the Two of Pentacles, balance, and the Seven of Pentacles again. The Ace of Cups, and then the Six of Swords. So balance comes through you working on yourself, planting seeds for yourself, okay? Planting seeds for yourself. Let's just get some angel cards for to close up our reading, okay? Because whoever this is right now who is going through this, the advice is clear. You need to get some real sleep. That's number one. Get some real sleep and make it like, you know, where it's cleansing to your soul. And then you need to sort out what is truly bothering you, who is truly bothering you, what is truly bothering you, and then pray and meditate. Then you need to practice during some of your meditations on how to deal with some of the most triggering things. And so one thing I like to do is I like to listen to YouTubers who I definitely don't agree with them. And I like to hear what they're saying, show them some love. Even if I don't do it, you know, actually typing anything, but I like to show them some love. And then, you know, going about my way, you know, and I can practice being triggered in a sense, you know what I'm saying? And how to respond. Because I can tell you, red means stop. Don't move. Don't say anything. Don't do anything. Red, when you're mad, don't say anything. Don't do anything. Okay. Step into the spotlight. Yes, you have a message that the world needs to hear. It's time to share your wisdom. As you grow through what you're going through, you're going to be able to help other people get through this, because I'm seeing that the conflict, whatever it is, you know, whatever it is, be it that it's something that you're dreaming about doing, or it's something that you need to cut off, whatever it is, whether you need to commit to something or disassociate from something, is almost over. This lesson, this time that you're being in this this earth school session, right, is almost over. Your current challenges will soon be resolved, and you will be able to look to the future with a smile and get your power back. Yes, like sort through what's going on in your mind when you're being triggered and when you're going through this conflict. When you're this money, before I go, I want some money advice, because the pentacles were so heavy in this reading. They were so heavy. Okay. I'm seeing that your loved ones are safe. Like if you're giving too much to a family situation to the point where it leaves you without, then you're going to see a lot of that same energy in different areas of your life. I'm getting like, if you feel like when people ask you for something, you've got to automatically give it to them, and you're giving it to them, then you're lacking, you know, especially if you're to the point where you're feeling away like it's an issue in this reading. It's an issue. It's a major issue, you know. What? Divine Mother and Father and Most High God, please show me, what is your advice to the viewer about money? Please make it clear. It's an issue on the table about money, their living situation. I'm seeing somebody in a romantic situation that does not want to be there. You know, does not want to be there. You're there for the money, and it's not even giving gold digger. It's not giving gold digger. It's giving trapped. It's giving survival mode. Like, you're there to survive. This is wild, and you're in conflict about it. This is wild. What is your advice to this person? I'm seeing somebody not having enough money to pay their rent, like on their hands and knees. Like, what am I going to do? Money conflicts, cutting corners, breakthrough, law and order, pay cut, defense, being fired. This is the whole thing that we basically been talking about, be it at an actual job or in the spirit or with some people. So, okay, yes, thank you, God. What do they do? Because this cut off game strong? Something needs to be cut off for sure. Because the sword, that's the card that God wants to show me. As other cards that could have conveyed this information, but there's an energy that needs to be released. A person, a relationship, an environment, a habit, something. Wasting time. Okay. Wasting time. I'm seeing like an office, and the office is kind of giving, like nobody's watching that show. Nobody's looking, nobody's watching. Something about those angels who had like headquarters and stuff. That's what it's giving, but only it's giving more the energy of like your angels and spiritual teams. They're like doing all this extra paperwork to get you an extension to do what you need to do, and you're not really moving on it because you're in this conflict, and they recognize you're in this conflict, so they're trying to help. Spiral, out of control, climbing the ladder, upward trend, revisiting a job, promotion and connections. Okay, so I'm seeing cut something off. Your angels are working in the background to help you and to ride this energetic wave, because it can go either up or down. So the up or down is going to be up to you. You're basically going to choose which way the spiral rocks, and it depends on your next movement. So what do you want your next movement to be? What is the next movement, God? Oh my gosh, God is showing out. I'm asking about your next movement, and you gonna show me a chess piece, God? You are amazing. Money strategy. Okay, so you need to make a plan and a budget and go in this for the long haul. I'm hearing invest in yourself. Invest in yourself. Think it through. Create a plan. Redirect this energy of conflict and put it and actually harness it and use it to create your goal. Is this gonna be successful, God? What's the outcome of the choice that the viewer is gonna make? Wings. Wow. Rising above money issues, business taking off, profit, spiritual work, life purpose, mission. That's all the stuff we just talked about in the beginning, right? Of what this reading was about. God be showing out. Like, if you don't believe in God, when stuff like this happens, like, doesn't it help increase your faith and boost you up a little bit to remind you, like, God is real and God listens to me and God hears me? Like, that, if you haven't prayed in a while, that can be your homework. That's what you need to do. If you're here all the way to the end, that's what you need to do. As soon as you hang up this phone, like we talking, as soon as you hang up this phone, I'm gonna need you to call God. Say something. You know, it don't have to be anything that you hear on TV or at church. Just call. Say something. Ask. Give gratitude for things that you haven't asked for. Because even though sometimes I'm hearing that song, don't give up on God, because he won't give up on you. He's able. That's what I'm hearing. And I'm hearing, for those who know, you know. If you know, you know. But anyway, I hope you guys have gained something from this message. I pray. So anyway, until we speak again, you know, let your soul glow gold. Don't you ever let it turn cold. And be about your earth angel activities. Peace.